So this is about resting your mind. That sometimes the Four of Swords is often a lesson that we need to. You will be more productive when you're in action than when you're in action. The Four of Swords tells us that this is a time to rest. This is a time to recuperate, because to recuperate for what is coming next. So in a sense, the Four of Swords is actually a warning for us of what's coming, and that it is a time to, this is an essential time to rest your mind, rest your soul, in order to prepare for what's coming next. And it's interesting how she is sleeping beside her sword, which tells me that it's like a guardianship, or it's like you're guarded, that even in rest, it reminds me of individuals that like they have a gun under their pillow, that they're always in this constant state of, even in sleep, they still have their guard up, they still have their sword up, they still have their weapons at their side ready. So even in sleep, you are preparing for a fight. Or even in rest, you have your guard up. The Four of Swords essentially is, also I'm getting the message of that even in rest, you are guarded. Like even in rest, you're not, even in sleep, you don't have your guards down, because essentially again, Four of Swords is about that you don't have to be productive. It doesn't mean to take action. Restrain yourself and give yourself a time, give yourself permission that sleep is still taking action, that rest is still taking action. That inaction is actually you taking action, because you're taking action in recuperating. Like, I'm getting the image of a cocoon, of a caterpillar, that even if they're not taking action in anything, by resting, there's something that's still being, they're still forming. Essentially, it's just, when we're looking at a cocoon, we don't see action, we don't see anything occurring, but in this image, we can even see like the inside. So it makes me think of like, there's still something forming inside you even when you are not taking action, like physical action. Something inside you is forming. Metamorphosis, a preparation. This could be a preparation, a recuperation from pain, something that's occurring, something that is going to happen to you, because the Three of Swords is coming after the Four of Swords. So this could be a preparation of something very painful that is going to come into your experience, into your reality. But you have to also consider that swords is about intellectual, it's about knowledge, it's about something coming in, because swords are very cutthroat, they're sharp, they're direct, and it's an air energy, so it's going to be about information, it's going to be about knowledge, it's going to be about the mind, and very logical, very objective. And so then Three of Swords always even if it is a very painful situation and people bring in the emotional aspect of it, Three of Swords is non-judgmental. Like pain, when you think about it, is non-judgmental. It doesn't care, no matter your emotional state, no matter your emotional involvements or your emotional ties or emotional desires or emotional attachments, no matter how entwined you are to something, swords air doesn't matter. It's like the Emperor or the Queen of Swords. It's very cutthroat. What needs to be cut out will be cut. It's very objective, that you are preparing for something that might surprise you. The message here is that you are preparing for a painful experience that's going to hurt you. Unfortunately, something is going to happen that's, with a Three of Swords, honestly, what I always get is that there's going to be knowledge that comes in that kind of like bleeds you out. It's a surprise, an emotional surprise, it's an emotional backstabbing, but it comes from an objective. The thing about the Three of Swords that's hard to take in is that it's informative, and so that's the painful part of the Three of Swords, is that it's like a clarity, but it comes through pain. Cutting ties with individuals or just the painful situations. It can be clarity, because swords is about air, knowledge, so it'd be clarity, but the clarity comes through pain. And you're preparing for the situation by recuperating. She's lying with the one sword, but the Three of Swords is hanging, so it might be what you're worrying about, what you're sleeping with, is actually like there's something in your vicinity, like the sword that you're concerned about that you're sleeping with is the thing that you shouldn't be concerned, because what you're not concerned about, the Three of Swords hanging there, it's actually what's going to backstab you, what's actually going to hurt you. Because it's interesting how she is lying with the one sword. I might be looking into the imagery too much, but I'm getting like you're in a state of vulnerability, because we're seeing her like digestion, her insides, and it comes with the image of the Three of Swords, where there's this vulnerability, there's this openness, and that vulnerability that you showcase yourself, there might be a sense of abandoning, or might be a sense of like not considering that the Three of Swords above your head are actually the ones that are going to hurt you. It's not the sword beside you. Strategically placed above your head, and of course it's going to then, like they're not strategically, or they're not placed correctly on the wall, and they come down, because it's interesting how the swords are like placed over her, which is, when I'm thinking of sleeping with swords, I wouldn't want them over my head. And if you are gonna strategically have them on a wall over your head, make sure what they're placed in, they're securely, that's the word, securely on the wall, so they don't come down. The sword that you're worried about isn't actually going to be the concern of hurting you. That is going to be Three Swords. And it's about like information, like some information that you're like keeping close to your heart. It's actually the Three of Swords that you're not considering, and it's going to be a surprise, because Three of Swords is often, it's a pain, but it's something that's like a surprise. It's something that you're not it's a pain, because it's such a pain that comes to you with the Three of Swords, because it's not something that you consider. It's not something that you're like paying attention to. The painful situation could be coming from someone in your life who is a Knight of Cups. Because the suitors in tarot are often, it is either us as individuals, or it is other people in our life. And it makes me think that through the pain and suffering, there will be an offering. It often makes me think that there's this moment of healing. It would make more sense that the Three of Swords comes first, and then the Four of Swords, and then there's this offering. But it oftentimes, or in certain situations, what happens in particular situations is that through pain, through those individuals, what occurs is through heartbreak, then an offering of love comes through. So like those individuals that they get broken up to, and then somehow they somehow get themselves into another love relationships before they've even like healed properly. But also I want to say the Four of Swords tells me that this is a time of like I said in the beginning, a restraint, a reservation. So you could be reserving yourself, containing yourself in this containment of you pulling back from a relationship, isolating yourself in a relation, isolating yourself, information, connections, and this reservation, this constraint of yourself, isolation of yourself, it brings up someone breaking up with you. New information comes in that like breaks your heart, a betrayal, a painful situation of cutting away from something. And Three of Swords can also be of, it doesn't have to be love, it could be like jobs, because Four of Swords, it could be like someone firing you, but the fact that we have the Knight of Cups, that tells me it could be a love romantic relationship. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you have a Knight of Cups, a Knight of Pentacles, and we have Wheel of Fortune. So this tells me that it's turning around, time is being shattered. You're going through like a timeline portal where things are shifting, where reality is being broken, and you're able to kind of mold and change up your reality. the timeline, the timetable. But the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's thought deeply about their offering. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who's practical, reliable, he's efficient, stoic, slow, he's slow and steady, he's hardworking. This is more of a slow energy, but when they come through with their offering, you know that you can count on them, that they are committed, and in picking the Knight, if this is an offering of between two, I'm getting that this is someone that's conservative, because the Knight of Pentacles is also Knight of Pentacles is an individual that is slow, but when they give their offering, you know that you can count on them. Like, this is someone who's reliable and committed to their offering. Now, the Knight of Cups, in contrast, is an idealist. They are very charming, artistic, graceful, tactful, are diplomatic, mediator, negotiator of their feelings. So in contrast, these two, the Knight of Pentacles is more in the practical, like, objective of what they can provide for you in the physical, while the Knight of Pentacles is someone that's more idealistic. They're a dreamer, but even in his idealism, he's still moving slowly forward, because this one, the Knight of Cups, actually isn't charging forward with his horse in the traditional tarot. The Knight of Cups is more in tune with his emotions. So the Knight of Cups is someone that fully shows up. The Knight of Cups, when they offer their cup, they're providing they're authentic. Like, they're basically like putting their brain, they're putting their thoughts, they're putting their feelings into a cup, and what you see of their offering, that is their full heart and soul. So I'm like seeing like their guts, like they put out all their guts into their cup, so you can trust that even when they're very dreamlike and they're in their feelings, you can still trust the Knight of Cups, because they are foundational, and now what they have to offer is their true feelings, that they put all of themselves, like their guts, their brains, their feelings, into their cup. And so like what they have to offer, you can trust that is their passion for you, that you can trust their feelings. They are someone that puts, when they give their offering, that is their whole being, that their whole feelings is in the cup. They're not dissuaded, because the Knight of Cups is also one of the cards that, even when they are seen as someone that is very dreamy in their feelings, in the traditional tarot, they're very firm, because the horse is not rushing forward like that of the Knight of Wands. So you know that when they come forward, they're basically just like as you see from this card, they're basically like putting in all their guts. Like, that's the best way I can describe. Like, they're putting all their guts. They're being vulnerable. They're being open. Like, this is all that I have to offer myself. I'm putting, like, literally taking out my guts and putting in the cup as my offering. Like, this is all of me that I have to offer. And they're putting it out in the open. In much the same way to the Knight of Cups, but the Knight of Pentacles is someone they're very earth grounded. So even when, as you can see, they're showcasing, like, their offering is through the guts, through the heart. And guts is often our intuition, like our true essence, our true soul. But with the Knight of Cups, it's different, because they are offering foundation. They're offering concrete stability, growth. Traditional tarot, the Knight of Pentacles is offering a coin. So it's offering abundance. It's offering financial stability. It's offering material stability. In the Knight of Cups, it's an offer. It's still a stability, but it's an offering of emotional passion. It's offering of the emotional heart. The water is connected to emotional understanding and emotional stability of the waters, and of cups is about understanding the ins and outs of emotions and being able to withstand that. Even, I mean, the Knight of Cups is going into the King of Cups, who is able to stay foundational even when the water. So the Knight of Cups is coming to the point of mastering the ability to master the emotional waters and being able to be still even when their emotions are floundering. So the Knight of Cups has progressed from the Page of Cups. They're able to understand what they have to offer and offering that in emotional stability of this. I know these are my feelings for you. The Knight of Pentacles, even if it is a love offering, it comes in the form of, this is what I have to offer for you in materialism, that I want to provide a home for you. I want to make you feel safe in the foundational, in the earthly plane. The Knight of Cups makes me feel like I want you to feel seen. I want my heart to know your heart. A new relationship. So this is an offering. So this could be you and the person you are with, where you are both providing an offering. The thing is you're going to have to come to terms, like when one individual is showing an offering of emotions and the other individual is showing an offering of materialism, there could be a misunderstanding, because one is, this is what I have to offer to keep you grounded, in keeping you, it's like different values. Like you value different things, because the Knight of Cups values like emotional stability. The Knight of Pentacles values like financial stability. That you have a home, that you have a bank account, that you have the coin. Knight of Cups is more values like that you are emotionally nurtured, that you feel emotionally filled in the relationship. And like all the other stuff we can figure out. But there is this Ace of Cups. There is this emotional offering of a new beginning. This is something that's going to give you joy. And this can also be like a childhood. So that might be why it's a knight, because this is something new. This is, yeah, oh my God, this is something new, the Fool. This is like a new relationship, but it's going to come through pain. So there is going to be this painful situation, a breakup or a betrayal of some kind, but it's going to come through you just got to get past that situation, and there will be an offering, and it will be like your inner child's going to provide you everything that you need, like the sun. What is the Three of Swords? Strength. So this is like, be the Three of Swords, strength. This is like your inner demons. This is like inner turmoil. This is like inner strength, that you strength of the confines of your own inner turmoils. Because the Strength card also tells me of like you have to face your own strength card, because in traditional tarot, strength is about facing that, like the lion within, and putting your hand in the lion's mouth, trusting that it won't bite it off. Strength card to me always tells me about like your inner demons and facing or shadow. It's having that strength, it's having that endurance to push through. But what is the Three of Swords? What is the Three of Swords? The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is often of celebration, of coming together, foundation. So you're going to have to endure a pain, and this pain is going to come through in endurance that will come into a foundational communion of coming together, because Four of Wands is about a celebration of people coming together, and it's that like foundational, because it often is two people in a celebration of like families and friends celebrating two people being together. And the Four of Wands often is communication of the foundation, because four is often the archetype of the square, and the square is often the archetype of foundations, of building that foreground first of your design before building up your housing, because that foundation needs to be firm in order to withstand a tower to not come down, when you're thinking of all the symbolism of the tarot. Just not understanding the Three of Swords. Like, I feel with the Strength card in this symbolism, this is something like an inner turmoil that you're fighting in the confines of the Four of Swords. Clarify the Four of Swords. Page of Swords. Yeah, so this is going to be like new information. Maybe dreams. And so that's where your dreams in your rest are going to receive new information. And you're going to have to really endure that inner demon that's trying to consume you, but it's all from your own mind. One of your limiting beliefs is that to rest is to die. Rest is the most painful thing, because if you rest your mind, then that's when things start coming through. In regards to Page of Swords, ideas blossoming, but your ideas are coming through in suffocation. Like the ideas that are coming through, because I feel like if you let your mind rest, that's when you get that pain, that painful situation that comes through, as Page of Swords is often like ideas, inspirations that come through. Usually Page of Swords is a good card because it's someone that's still learning their ideas, or like mastering the swords energy, air energy, like information that comes through and being inspired. And Page of Swords is often like when we're still mastering something, but your limiting beliefs is that when you rest, the clarity that you're given about a foundational that was created, and like you're enduring something that was like pre-made already, but there's going to be some information that is provided that's going to like break it down. That's going to be a betrayal, and it's going to break down the foundation. So it could be like you're trying to endure something, endure in a relationship, but it's through your sleep state that you're able to get clarity, which it might be a painful situation, such as like a breakup, or you realize you don't even want to be with this person that you're trying to like make the relationship work and endure and keep on keeping on. The Strength with the Four of Wands, it tells me like you're trying to endure a foundation, because Four of Wands is supposed to be like happy. It's supposed to be celebrating. People are coming together to celebrate this. Two people coming together in traditional tarot, and it's this like foundational to something more together. But with the Strength card, it tells me like you're enduring to create something and there's going to be like a betrayal. There's going to be like you're just enduring a foundational creation of something that you don't even feel aligned with. Like there's going to be a breakup or a breakthrough. Like with the Strength and Four of Wands, it just makes me feel like it's someone that doesn't want to be in a relationship that they're in, but they just keep on keeping on until like either a tower moment happens or the other person breaks up with you. It tells me like you're in pain in some way. You're like struggling through the Strength card. You're struggling through, maybe you're with an individual that you feel like you should be happy with, but you're not. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the Ace of Pentacles, which tells me Ace of Pentacles is like, look at this, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. So you're going to like get 2 offerings, and we have the Sun. So I feel like this is either going to be a choice between 2 people, or these are 2 people, or you're one person and it's like coming together. But I'm getting like maybe the betrayal is that like you don't want to pick, and or to pick you have to be in isolation and separation. That's when the Page of Swords, the ideas are going to come through. And maybe that's why you have a page of, I mean, I know it's not you specifically, but the way that they have it's like the Page of Sword, inspiration for ideas to come through your subconscious, because the situation is so painful that you're not able to make it. You're like fighting your demons and preserving this foundation that you've created with something or someone. It's like the wall you built up is notwithstanding. Match is being lit and the wall is going to be burnt, and it's all going to come down.